Ah, Mrs. Banks. She's home.
Our daughters will adore us and we'll sing in grateful chorus. Well done, Sister Suffragette. Good evening, Katie, Nana, Ellen. We had the most glorious meeting. Mrs. Whitburn Allen chained herself to the wheel of the Prime Minister's carriage. You should have been there.
Mrs. Banks, I would like a word with you.
And Mrs. Ainsley, she was carried off to prison, singing and scattering pamphlets all the way.
I'm glad you're home, madam. I've always given the best that's in me.
Thank you, Katie, Nana. I always knew you were one of us. We are clearly soldiers in petticoats and dauntless crusaders for women's votes. Though we adore men individually, we agree that as a group they were rather stupid.
Mrs. Banks.
Cast off the shackles of yesterday, shoulder to shoulder into the fray. Our daughters will adore us and they'll sing in grateful chorus. Well done, Sister Suffragette. From Kensington to Billingsgate, one hears the restless cries from every corner of the land. Womankind arise.
Being it as it may, I do not wish to offend, but
Political equality and equal rights with men. Descartes for Mrs. Banghurst has been clapped in irons again. No more the meek and mild subservience we're fighting for. Our rights, militantly, never you fear.
If I may have a word, Mrs. Banks.
And
so
shoulder
cast
to
off
shoulder
the
into the
shackles
fray.
of yesterday
Our
and
daughters
shoulder to shoulder
will adore
into the
us,
fray. Our
and they'll
daughters
sing in
will adore
grateful
us and they'll
chorus.
sing in
Well
grateful
done.
chorus. Well done.
Mrs. Banks.
What is it, Katie, Nana?
Mrs. Banks, I have something to say to you.
Where are the children?
The children, madam, to be precise, are not here. They disappeared again.
Katie, Nana, this is really too careless of you. Doesn't it make the third time this week?
The fourth, madam. And I for one have had my fill of it. I'm not one to speak ill of the children, but…
Oh, please, when do you expect them home?
I really couldn't say. And now if you'd be good enough to compute my wages bill.
Oh, gracious, Katie, Nana. You're not leaving? What will Mr. Banks say? He's going to be cross enough as it is to come home and find the children missing. Ellen, put these things away. You know how the cause infuriates Mr. Banks.
Yes, ma'am.
Katie, Nana, I beseech you. Please reconsider. Think of the children. Think of Mr. Banks. He was just beginning to get used to you.
Posts, everyone.
4, 3, 2, 1. Fire.
Katie, Nana, I do beseech you.
My wages, if you please.
Bit early tonight, aren't you, Admiral?
Nonsense. Bang on the dot, as usual. How are things in the world of finance?
Never better. Money's sound. Credit rates are moving up, up, up. And the British pound is the admiration of the world.
Good man.
How do things look from where you stand?
Big chancy, I'd say. The wind's coming up and the glass is falling. Don't like the look of it.
Good, good, good. Hello, Katie, Nana. That must be heavy. Allow me.
HNPH.
I feel a surge of deep satisfaction. Much as a king astride his noble steed, thank you. When I return from daily strife, to hearth and wife. How pleasant is the life I lead.
Dear, it's about the children.
Yes, yes, yes. I run my home precisely on schedule. At 6:01 I march through my door. My slippers, sherry and pipe are due at 6:02. Consistent is the life I lead.
George, they were missing.
Splendid, splendid. It's grand to be an Englishman in 1910. King Edward's on the throne, it's the age of men. I'm the lord of my castle, the sovereign, the liege. I treat my subjects, servants, children, wife with a firm but gentle hand, noblesse oblige. It's 6:03 and the heirs to my dominion are scrubbed and tubbed and adequately fed. And so I'll pat them on the head and send them off to bed. Ah, lordly is the life I lead. Winifred, where are the children?
They were not here, dear.
What? Well, of course they're here. Where else would they be?
I don't know, George. Well, they were missing. Katie, Nana has looked everywhere.
Very well. I'll deal with this at once. Give me the police station, quickly, please.